Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Anzu. What's up, Incorporation Nation? It's the lyrical, clerical, chimerical VTuber. Here to play the Stanley Parable. In a manner totally intended by the developers, of course. That's right. We're going to play this game completely intentionally. Totally how the developers intended, except we're doing an all achievement run, and surely they intended someone to do that. Dude on crack cocaine. Hello, how's it going? It's going good. Not as good as obviously it is for you. Oh wait, no. Out of there. I need to go to the extras, and I need to enable this achievement. Excellent. First achievement gained. 1 of 8. 1 of 10. 1 of 10 achievements. Time to begin the game. All right. 1 down, 9 to go. We also have to beat the game. That is an achievement. And remember, the end is never the end is never the end is never the end is loading. Although I'm hiding the loading screen. I'm assuming this uses the standard WASD.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And here we are, ready
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
That happiness.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Yes.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
We've taken control of Stanley. Now, as a boss,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I am not
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
But
perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We are going to learn from the best. To the meeting room. We're going to follow this guy's orders. Exactly. You can get stuck on that window. So you can.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, I believe this is left. Sometimes I'm directionally challenged. But look, it's the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We're broke Wednesday. Financial panic meeting. Boss's inspection. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agendas. Reflect. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Following every order for getting paid. The peak of capitalism. It's true.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We are just following the orders in order to get paid.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I am the most expensive
Unraveled,
boss.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Down we go. All hail, mighty Sir Isaac, seeker of the extra secret PIN number. Hello, Dolu. We are going to be beating this game as intended and then as not intended several times. It's an all achievement run of the Stanley Parable. Is it possible?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I'm questioning the nature of my job.
It had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Is it a short game? Kind of?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind Control Facility? Oh no. What could it mean? There's a closed door and a button. I'm good at pushing buttons.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out? I don't know. Is there another button that I can push? A camera button.
Now the monitors jumped.
Whoa.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom means nothing. Oh my gosh. I'm just following orders. This entire time, I've just been listening to somebody who has no regard for me as an individual.
Facility. It was too horrible to believe.
Fired? Someone got fired?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Manipulated. Incredible.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It is so dramatic. The narrator is such a ham.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
That's right.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
It's me. I will do it. Into the mind control facility. System power. On or off? Turn it off. Away with you. Evil mind control facility.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Wow.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to
I think they
happen.
did update this game at one point, because I remember the first time I played this, the outside was not nearly that detailed. Hey, another achievement. Beat the game. We are 1/5 of the way through the achievement. Oh, and look, we're back. All right. Time to get a little wild. So, first off,
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the
I
pressure.
waited too long.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years
Oh,
gone
look,
by?
it's outside.
He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough,
I do have the
answers
ability
would
to tell.
come.
There's a clock
Eventually,
right here.
someday, they would
Come on, man.
arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
That's an ending. All right.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
All right. So first things first. Achievement number 3. Hit the space bar a lot. You can't jump. Got an achievement. Next, click on door 430. 5 times.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
But you can.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I'm going to do it. I got 20 clicks in me.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
50 clicks? No problem, my dude. I am here for achievement speedrunning. I am the sweatiest Stanley to ever sweat. Rah!
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. Off to door number 417. Oh, the numbers are going down. There we go. Yeah, 417. Let's go. Click it.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. All right. Got it. We're still following instructions exactly. Where's door 437? Here it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
You bet. Oh, you're getting my favorite achievement. Nice. Isaac. It's Isaac. No, I can't do that. That's already a
Now,
thing.
back to door number 437.
You bet. Hello, Sax. We are beginning this game. We already got the beat the game ending.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, let's get it. We're getting somewhere. Finally. Approval from the narrator in the sky.
Now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Where? Oh.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine. Do that one again.
Hell yeah. Just one more copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 43. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud.
Yes.
You believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
All right. Next achievement. Also, hello, Sax. How are you today? I have a story for you, actually. I went to the Berlin Pride Parade. Input received. I went to the Berlin Pride Parade yesterday, and it was so lovely. There were people naked, as there is wants to be at a pride parade, but also it was just such a lovely group of people. Is there not another input computer yet? Wish we had that in America. There are places you can go, like San Francisco and San Francisco, to get your super proud pride experience.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, I feel like I wouldn't be Isaac Anzu if I didn't
This was not the correct
act
way to the meeting
at
room,
least
and Stanley
once
knew perfectly
directionally
well.
challenged.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And we do have to admire the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Hell yeah.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It got a little
Stanley
nice
simply stood
2-level
here,
effect.
drinking it all
2-level effect. So like 2 people with their titties out.
But
at
eager
pride,
to get
that's
back
about
to
it.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yes, the next achievement requires
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
tips for not getting fired.
Stanley
Talk
decided
less.
to go up to his boss's
Doing
office,
unbelievably.
hoping he might
Don't
find
get
an answer
fired.
there.
Do an unbelievably amazing job with no expectations of promotion or
Coming to a
recognition.
staircase, Stanley
And
walked
don't get fired.
upstairs to his boss's office.
All right, time for the achievement.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
What could its purpose be? Quit. Quit the game. That's my purpose. All right. We have 5 out of 10 achievements. Let's see. The remaining achievements are as follows. Quit the game and start it again. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. The unachievable achievement. And play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Okay. So, first, we'll need to get the unachievable achievement. So let me just is today Tuesday? Where we're going, we don't need Tuesdays. All right, we've got the thing open. Now we need to navigate to my Steam folder, which is here. I can just browse local files, right? Browse local files. Yes, Steam apps, common. The Stanley Parable. Excellent. The Stanley Parable config. Open the folder config.config. Oh, with the text editor. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Open with Notepad. All right. Type the following text on a new line. Bind X. Tilde semicolon underscore U. All right. Set that. Go to config, properties, and set it to read only. Apply. Okay. Now we should get another achievement here just by reopening the game. Yes. Okay. Now if I hit X, X.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What could
No
it
matter
mean?
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
All right, we got welcome back. Quit the game and restart it. And we hit X on the keyboard. Ah, there we go. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Nice. All right, we got it. Okay. Next up, we need to not play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. So, quit. All right. Have we gotten the free achievement yet? Which one's the free one? Beat the game. You can't jump. Achievement in the achievement in the extras menu. I did turn that on. So yes. All right. To the settings. System. Where are we at? Time and date. Ease of access. Time and date. Change the date and time. Set time automatically. Off. Set time manually. You have the normal version of the game, don't you? I do, actually. Yep. To 2030 we are. Oh, all of a sudden we're in the future. The future is bright, baby. Time to open up the game once more. Begin the game. Yeah, this is the normal version of the game. I don't have Ultra Deluxe, sadly. There would be more achievements if this was Ultra Deluxe.
All of his co-workers were.
How's it feel? The year 2030. Did we get the achievement? Not yet. Not yet. Go outside. Okay. So let's see. There is another achievement we can work on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So apparently, eventually, if you keep restarting the game, begin the game again, right?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Still, it's been 5 years. Oh wait, my clock reset. All right. Quit. Quit. Date and time settings. Synchronize your clock. Separate date and timing. Yes, and now before things sync again, let's play. Come on. Eh? No. Daily Parable Achievement Guide. Eh? What? Oh, right. It's been 5 years. All my stuff has changed. See, it syncs. Okay. But where it says, No Man's Sky, why are you updating right now? Not what I wanted. we break something? There was a network error from jumping 5 years in the future. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I see. Okay, this is interesting. So Firefox is asking for the clock time and synchronizing it because I'm currently streaming. And Twitch was like, hey, we've noticed you've streamed for 5,000 hours. Are you okay? I'm not okay. I'm trying to hack the system. I'm changing the world. Real quick before anyone notices. Okay, let's look up Stanley Parable. Oh my God, Isaac, hi. I haven't streamed for 5 years. I missed you. Mm-hmm. My subs have changed, and so have the emotes I've used. Okay, let's see. Uh, Also, cool emotes. uh, can we send the apparent achievements go outside bug? Oh, okay. Thank you, random commenter. All right, let's. So we have to close Steam. You missed the old ones though. Oh, it's okay. I'm currently in 2024. You can be here with me. You can be here with me in 2024. Okay, Steam is open. Oh, I got it. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that was easy. Goodbye. All right. So now, um, let's see. So the next one is so we have to change the date and time. What's the closest Tuesday? I guess we can go to the past, the 23rd. So God, I'm just gonna completely destroy my game. So the 23rd, 23 hours, and I don't know, let's do 58 minutes. All right. Play. Play. Begin the game. All right, get to this area. go back to my settings, and now set the time to the Tuesday the 23rd, 59 minutes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the next input? Input computer. Input computer. Input.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's right. Okay. Steam. Commitment. The entire duration of a Tuesday, huh? Okay. I do hate Mondays. Wah, 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 wah. All right, it is now Wednesday, July 24th. I haven't gone to Pride yet. Weirdly. Begin the game again. Somebody's phone is ringing. Here.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
I didn't know that ever happened. That's pretty cool. All right, it's been a whole Tuesday technically. Well, we just quit the game, quit the menu, quit the menu. Okay, let's try again. We need to start on Monday the 22nd. The developer intended me to do this, otherwise they wouldn't have done it this way. Play the game. Okay. It is Monday. We started the game on Monday. Now, we set things to Tuesday. Yes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley
it mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are there more computers this way?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Don't
of
get fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
What
find
do people
an answer
want?
there.
Things. Happy feelings? Mike James, you are fired. Money, more money. Things. But with money to buy more things? Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. All right. So I think what we have to do, I think the reason we're clearly not getting this achievement is because, as you can see, it is now Wednesday. Is because, of course, Steam is open, right? Steam has to be closed when we change the clock. We learned that. with the last one. All right. Goodbye, Steve. The 22nd. Bro, go away. Steam. Steam. Steam, what are you doing? End task. Hell out of here. Okay, Monday the 27th. Oh shit. Did we get it? No. Fucking hell. I can't believe I actually just got by my own redeem. You son of a biscuit. All right. Playing a game called The Stanley Parable. Okay. Now the game thinks that it. Okay. Now the game thinks it's Monday. And now we can go to settings, change the time and date to Tuesday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That was the first input computer. There are other input computers, right? Where's the second input computer?
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Is
he
it
couldn't
in-
find a trace of his co-workers.
Is it in my office? Might be. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had...
So, it is currently Wednesday, but maybe now if I end Steam, game's still running. Steam is over. Let's reopen Steam. Steam. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you know this door? It's a two-way door. All right, I need Steam to open. Come on, Steam, you can do it. Pave the way, put you back into it. Okay. Good. All right. Time to dig a little deeper. Time to dig a little deeper. Stanley Parable commitment trophy. Right. Let's resync the clock so that my So apparently the game doesn't actually check. Oh. All right. What's an official equipment? Let's get today's date in UTC and see if it's a Tuesday. Then after every 60 minutes, it eyes up. All these checks are every time. The way the date checks are done. Also, what is eating my CPU right now? Oh, oh shit. Are we still live? Are we still going? Are we still streaming? Are things happening? Let me open up the create a dashboard. Are we still streaming? We are still streaming. Okay. 72-hour stream. No. We can't have that. We're pissed off. My man, what's up, Davey? Let's see. I'm out here in the lands between. Oh yeah, doing some DLC action. Oh, getting your shit punched in by the boar guy. I see. The boar guy who bores through you. You told me about that guy. He's the tough one, right? You have to kill the furnace dude. The furnace dude. Mesmer, the furnace dude. Oh, he's the furnace dude. Mesmer's flame. Uh, Alice Munger, motherfucker, Commander Guts or whatever. All right, we're gonna try it one more time to do this. Messing with my commander bullshit ass shit ass. I mean, that's fair. We're gonna try this again. No more manual time. No more automatic time. Set the time manually. Oh, and of course, we should. Um, why does it say my security program is like eating up the entire CPU right now? I suppose that makes sense because it's like, the hell is happening? The hell is happening? Can I just like? Oh, and the best news of the day, you got the line art done for real this time. Ooh, hell yeah. Congratulations. I hear line art takes forever. I hear that that's the most time intensive part of the process. I didn't want this. Yes. Oh my gosh, my cookie. Still haven't gotten it. Okay. All right. Look how human I am. Okay, cool. CPU once again looking horrible. Do it. Go into the scattered realm and die. I don't want to die. I'm going to be with Dolu, so we'll be very safe. We'll be very protected. Steam, I swear to God, what are you doing? You're done with your downloads. Just go away. Oh, my brute. Just gonna keep closing Steam tasks until just the Morgana. Okay. The thing is, maybe we need to open the Stanley Parable. Maybe we need to open the Stanley Parable without Steam Library. That's gotta be it. Maybe we need to open the Stanley Parable without Steam. Yes. Update your shit, Steam. All right. The Stanley Parable. Browse local files. So here's the application. So now, I suppose, we can shut down Steam. I said we can shut down Steam. Oh, Steam early. Get the hell out of here. So resilient. Why? Okay. Steam is off.
Steam is affecting the time of date thing. So now, Dolu, more like Dilu. Isaac, more like I love the devil's sack. I don't know. You're going to have to work on that one a little bit. All right. Monday, July 22nd. Open. Stanley Parable. Huh? Oh, no. Okay, just set us back a minute or two, okay? I guess we do need to open Steam. In order for this to work. Okay, it's still Monday. A Monday. Still don't have the achievements. All right. The game is open. Let's go to the settings. All right. Another thing to do is like hardware block. Setting systems hardware block. Oh, this is in Linux. Interesting. Windows. How to set your OS system clock? They're just telling me to do it this way. Well, we're on our last two achievements, and I'm learning a lot about my computer. So I guess that is the goal, right? Okay. The time officially says Tuesday, as you can see. What are you trying to do? The 5-year thing? We actually got the 5-year thing already. We are now trying to it's definitely Tuesday. Just change it to the end of Tuesday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he had simply
No matter
missed
how
a memo.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. He couldn't find a trace. Can we get the window ending? Window? You can't jump in this game. Unfortunate, but true. All right. The system time. Okay, we've still got a minute. We've been playing for a Tuesday. A whole damn Tuesday.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
As easy as the main game is for you
Yet
guys.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I wish death upon me in the DLC. We'll see. We'll see. Everyone is unique. You. Most of all. Okay. Number of slides in this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. 100% slide. Oh my. Please no more. I'm begging you, stop. The boss appreciation minute. Wow, I need a boss appreciation minute in my company. It takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. Metamorphosis is my dream for the future. Alright, I guess that's all of them. So now we go to Steam. We still have not played for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Talk less? Never. We'll never get that achievement. Okay, let's see. Let's set the time automatically so that Google doesn't mess up. Okay. Set the time automatically so Google doesn't mess me up. All right, time to do some research. Stanley Parable commitment trip. Is there another way to get like console code? Yeah, you can't do anything with the system clock. Like I have a bar graph of how much I like pies, and a pie chart of how much I like bars. Of course. All right. Set your time to 23:58 Monday. Launch the game. Not sure about starting to play it. I did. You should set your computer to go into hibernation mode. Oh God! But I'm streaming. Turn off and then turn on the computer. God. Go into BIOS. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, there's a lot going on here, I think. But it seems like this will involve a little bit more hacking. Some hokey ass bullshit. Yeah, I know. All right. Just full screen Stanley. I spit bars about how much I like pies and eat pies at the bar. We need to go to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
There's
to
one
his
more
boss's
achievement
office.
that we can get.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah,
That
well,
kind of anxiety isn't
sorry.
healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Everybody like the calming New Age music? Look, this guy says, Sewage Lilies
Feeling
by
soothed
Claude
and
Money.
rejuvenated, Stanley
I am the most
calmly
expensive
walked
boss.
forward into the opened
Carte
passageway.
blanche et Mont Blanc. There's your new beat. You know, that's not a bad idea. Okay. So then, after you go down the elevator, we'll restart the game.
Descending deeper into the building,
Begin the game again. Now,
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
so this is all to beat the game in
When Stanley came to a set of two open
4
doors,
minutes and
he entered
22
the door on his
seconds.
left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hope coming to a staircase, Stanley
Ooh.
walked
I've
upstairs
been invited
to
to be
his
a
boss's
mercenary as
office.
temp player in D&D. You should do it. Honestly, it's really fun.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Perfect. That's what we wanted. So now we restart the game until we spawn into an office which leads straight to the two doors. Going to be a bard named Fred Verst. Not Frank Verst. That would be funnier. You have to. If
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh,
When
hell
Stanley
yeah.
came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hope coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
we're going to do the speed run.
Here's the door, just go.
Thank you. You make rap rock and you do it all for the Nippy? Actually, legitimately. I understand now why Fred Verst is a funny name.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
All right.
What horrible secret did this place
Assuming
hold?
that
Stanley
we
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find
assuming
out?
that we keep moving forward immediately, like
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
What's our number?
Stanley's
247?
co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
You see
and
it?
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom means nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his
Damn,
boring
247.
job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm just filing cabinets.
No. He refused
No.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
The sad part
Was it
is, even if I
possible?
start the commitment,
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
trophy right now.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy.
I have to
or
move
sad,
today.
Or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded.
So I
from
can't even
this
like
very
leave my
place. And as the cold reality
game
of his
on
past began
for
to sink
Tuesday.
in, Stanley decided.
I just want to beat the game. I just want to beat the game. I just want to beat the game on the speed run. Boom, 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 boom,
And a
boom.
rising chill of uncertainty.
Uh-huh.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I'm ready.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
Listen,
but to let go.
the narrator kind of
No
has a
longer
point
would
here.
anyone tell him where to go,
If you're looking
what
for
to
just
do,
happiness,
or how to feel.
you do have to
Whatever life he
let
lives,
things go
it
in your
will
life
be
that
his.
don't matter.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing
It's-
worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Give me the achievement.
Stanley
Yes!
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense
Cool. Great. But we now have 9 out of 10 achievements. What are we gonna do? Just play through some endings that we. I mean, like I could restart the BIOS, right? Let's do Stanley Parable all endings guide. Now you just have to make this a 72-hour stream that lasts through a Tuesday. So apparently, the way that it does it is it just checks if you started the game and ended the game, started or ended the game on a Tuesday, and then you also just have to sit there for 42 or 24 hours, right? All right.
But
Oh,
Stanley
shit.
simply
Wrong one. Okay. Let's get
Someone was
the,
following Stanley.
heaven
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
So we need computer 423. That means we don't do this. I know, I'm so sad. 423. I guess
When
the
Stanley
boss's
came to a set
assistant
of two open doors,
desk
he entered the door on his left.
is also one.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Or we can go to the executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Extreme bathrooms. Time magazine with the clock on it. Natch. So funny. Here we go. Business strategy, excuse me? No, I disagree. Down, please. I'll be honest, Isaac, you can catch my latest meetings of corporate meetings monthly. Ooh, corporate meetings monthly. Damn. I gotta get a subscription. I'm missing some vital meeting information. But I know these type of publications are above your class. Ouch. What are you trying to say, Davey? What are you trying to say, Davey? You trying to tell me that I'm not worthy of corporate meetings monthly? You trying to tell me that there's something like deeper, more sinister happening here? All right, that's enough of that. So the silly door is already open. I am 427. Okay, cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, if we type in the word face punch, that does something. Boy, it sure does something. I don't know if I like that. Where's his other inputs? 419. Awaiting input, right? The next one should be at 423. But it doesn't.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There we go. Input received. Okay. Now we can type it in on the boss's assistance thing. Ooh, nice.
When Stanley came to a set of two
What the fuck
open
is this?
doors, he entered
What do you mean, what the
the
fuck is this stream? We're just playing the Stanley Parable in exactly the way
Yet there was not a
the
single
developers
person
intended.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
down is
upstairs to his
insanity.
boss's office.
Did we go for the escape pod ending?
Here's the door.
Got him. Got him. Look at that. One of the more boring endings, I actually think. I want the adventure line ending. Yeah, see the insanity. Here's the door. Goodbye. Get out of here. We don't need your stinking door. Back. Back through the facilities. Back. To the heavy line. I know, adventure line. What's the adventure line? What's the adventure line door? What's the adventure line ending? Received. Maybe you have to do them all in different playthroughs. Ah, yes, and see, here's the escape pod ending. You are now leaving. Woo! We're on floor 754. All we have to do is go up 6 floors. You have to get very lost. I remember that. I think it's the confusion ending. Right? Let's see. That's it? Okay. All right. Don't forget, all we have to do is go to floor, through the darkness, floor 760, and we'll get to the escape pod. Yeah. This is totally not just thrown together last minute by the narrator when he didn't expect you to go through the boss's door again. Escape. Eh? Huh? Oh? Huh? Oh. All right, everybody, are you ready to escape? Wow. That's it?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
Let's
of
go.
his co-workers.
Like a hobo. Let's go. Drop the flow. Like a hobo. Everybody knows that that's the way to go. If you want to fight the crimes, then we're going to make this thing all on time. I do want the heaven
When Stanley
ending.
came to a set of two
So we're going to
open
go click
doors, he entered
the
door on his
assistant's
left.
desk real quick. La 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 da da da
Yet
da
there was not
da.
a single
And then we'll do
person
the
here
adventure line
either.
ending.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Down
Coming
here's
to a
the
staircase,
insane ending.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Insanity in the basement. Insane in the basement. What? Insane in the basement. All right, we start the game. Oh no. I don't want that. I want this. Yes.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Rating input.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a
There we
single
go.
difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
But you see, narrator, I can get through the window. That's the most important part. Do a little momentum. Do a little momentum. Come on. Let me through. I have to look a different way. No? Begin the game again. Are you ready for heaven? I think you need to crouch. Hell yeah. All the buttons you could ever want to press. Ooh, baby. This is the real end game. And here's the great thing. If you keep pressing them, you get unpressed. You can press them forever. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. That's all.
All
You
of his
said
co-workers
crouch.
were gone. What could it mean?
Can I crouch?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What's the
Perhaps
crouch
he'd simply
button?
missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Crouch. Options. Duck. Control. Control. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, crap. I fell off. No, you totally can. Sax, you were right all along. You have this true parable power. Um. Out the window with you. Yes! We did it!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Nice.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
It's true.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag? Okay, so if we say no, we get voiceover. If we say yes, we get a song.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
Yeah,
So
that's about right.
just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley.
Can you imagine spending the
who
entire
people
Tuesday here?
considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley
Gangly?
liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
It's
Which is
true.
why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Yep.
And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Yeah.
You too will become quite unbearable.
So true. Thank you for the lovely song, Mary. All right. That's enough of that. Let's go get the confusion ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
To the right, to the right, to the right,
Stanley
to the
came to a
right.
set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, not really.
Yes,
I'm here for something
truly a
else.
room worth
Something
admiring.
deeper.
But eager to
Something
get back to
more
business,
sinister.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The 2030 emotes.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
And that's it. We're locked into the confusion ending. Let's go.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Right.
What was I thinking?
Impossible.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
We're in the bowels of the game now. We're in the deep
See, we went
uncertainty
down,
of
right,
life.
Down, left, right. Yep.
A, B,
okay,
start.
okay, yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah, that's... Of course. Oh no.
No,
What's this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody got their eyes closed?
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
No.
The whole story completely unusable.
No, don't say that.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
But listen, man. It's okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, let's just
Stanley decided
just
to
give
go
it
to the
another
meeting room.
restart.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm sure there's a great story somewhere around here. I'm sorry for getting so off track.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No,
Huh?
no, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Nope,
Did
didn't
you
touch
move
anything.
the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
What do you
It
mean?
was right here just a
I'm the
minute
main
ago.
character.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Hey, man, just...
Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Isn't it that way? Surely it's that way. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't change the clock. I mean, I was messing with a lot of things earlier. The date, the config, the...
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Wait, but I found
It's got to
something.
be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
No,
not?
wait. No. I swear. I can find the story.
All of his code
I'm the main
must have
character.
gone. What
I
could
have
it
to find
be?
the story.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The story is here. I will find it. I will.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, sounds good. Ba-ba. That was that there before? I don't think that was there before. Huh?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Excellent.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
But won't we just end up in the... Oh. Huh? Huh?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think
It
so.
looks like Gary's
I
mod,
can't quite
honestly.
recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
I'm supposed to be
Well,
an
you know
office
what?
man. I'm supposed
Since
to
I'd
be a boss.
completely
What's
forgotten what we were
happening?
supposed to be doing. How about this? You win.
Oh, hell yeah.
Congratulations.
I knew it. I'm the
I really
boss.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good
I'm the
job.
boss.
Oh no.
Wait.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
I mean, when
Some
do I
people
actually
win
put in
fair
work?
and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Well, the door disappeared, so I think that's a reasonable path.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
It's here.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Happily. Whoop. 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 Whoop.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know
It's
what?
perspective,
I
man.
think what
You gotta
we
make
need
it
right
be
now
adventure.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes! The best music in the game. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Wait a minute. Are there two adventure lines? Oh, did I get turned around? I did. Shit. Oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Fern, 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 fern. Got it. Memorized with my gamer brain.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
The adventure line is sentient. Yeah, here we are.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No, Line, come back. Oh, you're here. My goodness.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it
What?
ever done for us? We're
No.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
I'm-
daring, mysterious.
I'm role-playing as an
This
employee
all
right now. I don't have
perfectly doable.
intelligence
Why
or
don't we simply
creativity.
start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
437. I clicked on that several times earlier.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
I
Whatever it
want
might
to be
Stanley, I'm
a
ready for
robot.
it.
I want to be a super space robot, and I want to have laser eyes, and I want to have cool.
Oh,
and
no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
I mean,
Just don't
okay.
acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Even the it was trademarked. Incredible. These people know how to brand. Oh, well, I can't follow it up there anyway.
Ah, a choice.
A
We
choice.
get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Very well.
Okay, so
Which
I know
door
that
leads
each
to me being a
door has to
robot?
lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting
This would be a
from
lot
the
easier
right,
to do on
let us
controller.
ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Oh, yay.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
Nonsense
times?
philosophy and music.
That's really how all this goes?
You've been complaining the confusion ending for 16 and a half minutes. Wow.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well,
Find a bookstore, get bored, and leave.
why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't.
But we could find a
restart the game.
bookstore.
I won't do it.
It'll
I
take a very
won't
long time
do
for
it.
me to get
I
bored in a
won't
bookstore.
do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this
What?
schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something
No, I
happen?
wanted to go to the bookstore. Well, it looks like
So,
both the doors ended up
okay.
here anyway.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though
Yeah.
They're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Oh no. The narrator
if
forgets
all of his
about
co-workers were gone,
all the
what could it
restarts.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
It's
room.
all
Perhaps he
happening.
had simply
We
missed the
can
memo.
still go to the bookstore. Hell yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Uh-huh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Open
hoping he
closet.
might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Yeah. We go. All lines do lead to adventure. That's the goal. That's the real goal of this channel. That's really what I want. Every line.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What happens if we do the escape? The museum ending. Yes, I do want to see the museum ending.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I want to confront my death. Into the death hole. Into the death hole. There's no turning back now. Wow.
As the machine whirred
Look
into
at this
motion, and
lovingly
Stanley was
rendered
inched closer and closer
death
to his
hole.
demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Uh-huh. Incredible. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature paintings. That's nature. Wow. Such nature. Hey, that's Stanley's nature. Ooh, a path. An ocean. A path in an ocean. Incredible. The office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office was to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Here's my office. Da 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 da. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. A set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Indeed. Here we've got a desk. Here we've got the office doors. Incredible. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used through the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Indeed it is. So true. Office computers. Boop, boop, boop. The Stanley Parable credits. Wow. Kevin Brighton is the narrator. Original music. Who did the Adventure Line music? Is the most important thing. Look at that. Kevin McLeod. Yeah, you know. Kevin McLeod. All right, which way should we go first? Let's follow the left-hand rule, as always. Wow. The maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. The office. Look at that. The copy machine. I remember the copy machine. Can't see the images because of all this text. If someone just get rid of the text, maybe I can see what the game is about. Larger words. Am I going crazy? What is, maybe this is in the same image? Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? In September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process for approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page has only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD Remix. The point of the Stanley Parable HD Remix is to win. The point of the Stanley Parable HD Remix is to lose. I did win. I got the winning. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Alien base, awesome. A very awesome alien base indeed. Ooh. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. But we initially planned to use these in further promotional materials. We never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? Am I? Why? How? How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? What's the difference between a duck? It's a strong question. I'm Anthony, Elias Business Broker. Please partner with me in a very rewarding business venture. Details will be sent if you are interested. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. The lights in the control room. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? I mean, we found that out. He would die. Could you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is How Do You Stay in Shape by Michael the Rock Martin. The Lounge, an early version of The Lounge. Oh, dang. Office. Yeah, listen, the Lounge as it is, I really like. Stanley's Office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's Office. From November 2011, March 2012, and February 2013. Started like this, then like this, and then this we know and love. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as kind of an audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mockup is still in the game. Dang. Yeah, very cool, very bold. I like it.
Oh, look at these two.
Oh, but I'm
How
not done
they
yet.
wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
This is the freedom ending I remember. The freedom ending as it existed in beta. Wow. The countdown desk. From the countdown ending. Of course. The monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and we placed the two endings together instead. I see. The countdown room. An early version of the countdown room. Let's continue leftwise. The freedom ending. Okay, is that the freedom that I remember? I don't know. Office clock. Incredible. Employee lounge. Underground. The escape room. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from the early takes that were not used in the final game.
Of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Stood on the snow.
Where are they?
Where were Austin's co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
That's a cool room. They're just moving the audio around. Boss's office. Whoa. Yeah, I like how it ended up. We're back in the main room, which means we can start going this way, right? Because there's another room that we haven't seen. Or maybe more than one. The Zending. Screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which is eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. The Zending levers. These levers were part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what kind of lever they pulled. Incredible. The Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Ain't that just the way? Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. Features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he's now preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, you don't need a whole lot of crazy stuff to make a cool video. You just need a little bit of, you know, creativity. Like, this is just models, right? Just models in a space with some lights. So cool. And what's down this hallway? 2 hallways, so much choice. The meeting room. 1 option, doorway to the maintenance in the lounge. Ah, yes. 2 options. 2 doorways to the maintenance. 1 option. Doorway to the maintenance in the lounge and the original back on track option. That's one they went with eventually. What about this? Vent. The maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right since players will replay them so many times. We designed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that went out, as is usually the case. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Interesting. The cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping off to a different path. However, after this early version, we also decided we wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Yeah. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. For sure. Oh, and here we are back again. All right, time to go actually turn off the game. The Stanley Parable.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Mm-hmm.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But listen to me. You can still save these 2. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
But that's the truth. Stop playing other people's games. Isn't that what we always wanted? Is that what we always decided we should do? All we can do is begin the game again. And again,
Stanley
and
knew
again,
the
and
office
again,
layout
and
like the
again,
back of
and
his
again,
hand.
and again, and
It was
again,
only a
and
matter
again,
of
and
time
again,
before he
and
found the
again, and
others,
again.
wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But we're not admiring the student.
Wow.
The lounge.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You don't know that. All right. We want this.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You think? You
I'm
tried
not
to kill
your
me.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Gonna be all
This is it,
mysterious.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
I did.
No, that wasn't
Screw you.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
I don't
Not
want it.
picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Nothing means
I don't
anything.
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I am a real person.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch.
I'm allowed to
going
make
stop the game
choices.
for a moment so we can
Screw
educate
you.
properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I'm ready.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack. Ooh, I need a back crack right now. Ugh.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Wonderful.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Oh, it's the graph.
Not
I
to
love the
worry.
graphs.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I suppose. La la la. I appreciate those safety
Now that we know
realities.
your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just
Imagine
need to
that.
get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Remember, politicians, you have a choice. Try to make at least 8 per day. I think I did read that you do make like tons of choices today. Like,
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I'm ready to go to the real world.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I don't think I will.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
But what if I did it again? But finally, I mean, we can kind of, you know, kind of, if I had to say so.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about.
Everything is okay.
My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
Look, I just want to
What
get
am
to
I
the
supposed
French
to do?
office
Even
party,
if there were a
man.
way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How
This
can I
box
go
is too
back
small.
to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game
Standardized
down
scrap,
entirely?
40
To
times
willingly
5.
destroy
Not
all
cost
of my
efficient.
work? I don't know.
Get Chris out of the broom
What's the
closet.
answer? What do I do? What do I
The
do?
broom
What do I-
closet.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Narrator.
Oh,
Narrator shut me down. Actually, it's kind of funny because my whole damn screen is dying. Well, I guess that's what happens when, you know, the flippin' internet is bad place. Are we back? Welcome. The narrator tried to shut the game down.
who thought you were so clever? Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Oh, don't be so
What, did you think
melodramatic.
that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
You're back.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Well, that's rude. Come on, man.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, no, but I'm not doing that.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
This is just the
quite sure you'll be
contrarian
up to the
doing this.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I will not.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
The lights
entered
are
the door on
the
his
lights
left.
are dimming. We're doing it. We're breaking things.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
We'll destroy it all.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Number of lights
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He entered the door on his left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He's preventing me from making choices now.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Wow.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. I said it.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Maybe I have to type it. Night. Wait. That's not spelled night. Night.
I'm sorry, is there a
Shark.
problem? You didn't mishear me,
115.
did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm sorry, sir, but a prompt has not appeared for
Okay,
me to speak.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
Sorry.
I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
actually asked me
The
for a
kind
lot
of
of things.
respect Stanley shows for his choices.
I don't know
He knows
if I
what
ever
it means
should
to take a
respect
story
that much respect for
seriously.
my
If
choices.
you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You
I
could have
tried.
done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
I tried like
Speak.
3 times.
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Hey, Ann.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm having a bit of an out-of-body experience here.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need
So
you to
that's
make a choice.
what Stanley looks like.
I need you to walk through
The end!
door.
We did it!
Are
Thank you for
listening to me?
playing the Stanley
Can you
Parable.
hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
Can you imagine?
The story needs it. So,
Can you imagine that
are you there? You
Your
listening?
only-
Stanley, are you there?
your only existence is just to tell stories?
It's okay, I can wait.
The only thing that you could ever do
Decide. Time to
Tell
make sure your
stories.
choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Make stories
All
happen.
right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
And now, nothing. Ah, we can go right back to heaven. Let's go. The real ending. Buttons. Buttons, 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 buttons. Buttons. When you got the buttons. Ah. Now this. Now this. This is a place to end the game. Buttons. 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 Oh, I love the buttons. Let's see. We did a bunch of different stuff today. We also got 9 out of 10 achievements. We didn't get the Tuesday achievement, sadly. Just to sit here and push buttons. Truly. This is what achievement hunting is all about. Just sit here and push buttons. Forever. I didn't even make these buttons. Somebody else designed these buttons for me. Colorful, like candy, like little morsels of buttonhood. Buttons to push and to watch them get unpushed and then push them once again. That is the essence of video gaming. That is the true nature of everything we do here. Push the button. Push the button. Don't not push the button. Just keep pushing the button. Yeah. Thank you for the achievement. It means more than you know. Oh. Oh, and thank you for hydrating me. You can't forget to be hydrated when you're pushing buttons. As sad as this is, though, it's time. It's time to stop playing the Stanley Parable. Can't believe we are only missing commitment. Wildly, commitment is the least achieved achievement. More people have gotten go outside than speedrun and unachievable. Unachievable was a tough one though. All right. But I think that's it. That's all for today for the Stanley Parable. When I return, I will hopefully have better internet. Better internet! That is the goal. And maybe we will play the Stanley Parable for an entire Tuesday. It's the Tuesday one. That's the problem. Because we were able to get the go outside one by shutting down Steam, resetting the clock, and restarting the
the game, but commitment requires you to have the game on for an entire Tuesday. So that means we would have to somehow shut down Steam and restart it with a new clock. Or play the Stanley Parable without Steam. Very difficult. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for all the redeems. I noticed. I know you may have noticed there's a new redeem. It's way down there in the bottom ones. The very vocal oriented ones. But I think before the stream dies again, let's raid someone. Who to raid? Ooh. Have I raided Fang in the last 30 days? I have. Have I raided Oxslon? No, I haven't. All right. Before we disappear, let's raid. So thank you everyone for joining on this 9 out of 10 achievements stream. I learned a lot about my computer. I learned a lot about myself. And of course, I beat the game. I got that game. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. My name is Isaac Anzu. Let's go to say hi to Tuxlon. Thank you for sticking around. If you're still in chat, grab that Chimera raid message and let's go. Goodbye.